I don't think that Kevin Love should have his jersey retired by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it is a mistake to do it, and I think it could lead to some issues legacy-wise for the Cavaliers and what's going up in the Raptors. Hey everybody, Billy BB back with you. Cavs Digest booming right now. The channel's growing. Things are happening with the Cavs. Things are happening with the channel. Even when the Cavs just kind of get one done against the Heat, a fun game, and there's storylines. There's always storylines with this team. So if you're not plugged in with Cavs Digest, now is the time. They're headed for the playoffs. They've got a big run, a run everybody wants to see them come through and make special things happen, a run everybody's excited about. I know I'm excited about. And we're closer and closer and closer to this playoff run. The pressure's on, and what hopefully is a championship run. And we're going to keep you up to date on everything happening with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Today's a big video of leaving your opinion, okay? Because I think you may disagree with my opinion. I'm interested to see why you do. If you agree with me, great. Let's see why. I want to see how many people agree with me on what is a tough subject today, and we get into it. So subscribe, and today especially, drop down in the comments. Let us know as we, again, head towards that playoff run for the Cavaliers as they have a lot going on. So, other night, the Miami Heat in town. Kevin Love, it was his night, right? It was his kind of comeback party, whatever you want to call it, as he returned to Cleveland. I couldn't believe it. I kind of was confused for a second, and then I realized he hadn't been back since joining the Miami Heat after a buyout in 2023. So I kind of was shocked that had happened. I forgot about that. And then it was announced. You know, I knew they would do the tribute video, and Kevin Love had a lot of good years here and had that longevity. Appreciated him for signing that second contract. We're going to talk about his legacy here, good and bad, because I think it is good and bad. I don't personally think he should have his jersey retired. I think that would be a mistake for the Cavs, and we'll walk through what's going on there. And it was announced pretty quickly the other night, you know, on a little bit of nostalgia, on a little bit of, you know, remembering the good times after you've seen your ex-girlfriend after a while. And they said he would get his jersey retired one day for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I want to start here. I like Kevin Love. I know what Kevin Love is, right? I know he's a big part of that championship. I appreciate him for signing that second contract. The mental health advocate stuff is obviously extremely, it's a good look. It's a great thing in today's culture. You know, it was a tough moment for him with that team in 2018. It was very, very toxic. And for him to kind of stick through it and stick with the Cleveland Cavaliers was a good thing. And I think that part of his life is a good thing. Again, I think he's just such a great piece of Cleveland's history getting that championship, right? So I identify him as so. I identify the sacrifices he made. He was a 25-plus point-a-game guy, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. A double-double every night with 6 assists, almost a triple-double, really impressive. And he decided to spend the final years of his prime taking third fiddle and dealing with LeBron's ego and Kyrie's ego and coaching changes and the pressure of getting a championship, injuries, all of it. I salute him for that, truly, truly. Not many stars signed another contract in Cleveland. All-star level players. Not many have done it, right? Donovan Mitchell, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, you know, they're really the only stars to sign multiple contracts. And I hope that changes. And I guess Darius Garland, but I mean, we're talking top-tier level, multiple all-star level players signing another contract, not because they needed it, whatever. So he signed that contract. Appreciated him for that mentor role in certain ways in those last few years, and there's a lot of good. There's a lot of good for Kevin Love. His teammates mostly like him, it seems. That is what it is. Before we jump into the rest with the Kevin Love stuff, as I feel I've laid out the positives with him, the Cavaliers love and have an interesting history retiring jerseys. Okay? So, you know, I love Big Z. Big Z's jersey's retired. I think his longevity with the Cleveland Cavaliers, his key piece to them, is a big deal, is very cool. I was there on his jersey retirement night. I thought it was great. It was really, really fun to see Booby back in the building. Delonte West was there. LeBron James was there. It was fun. It was fun. Zydrunas Ilgauskas made one All-Star game and faded at all the wrong time for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was a mid-center with one All-Star appearance. Fan favorite, though, so it sticks. And again, if you want to say, I don't love these guys, I've got Anderson Varejao, my favorite player, his autograph up there. Yeah, I had a Kevin Love jersey. Questionable jersey retirement for the Cavaliers. I think that was all timing. LeBron had left. They were trying to do something cool. Again, fan favorite and Big Z, so on and so forth. Did you know the Cavaliers retired Nate Thurman's number? Maybe you've noticed. Number 42, retired for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right? What did Nate Thurman average for Cleveland? Respectively, 3 points and 4 points in 2 seasons. He hit the miracle at Richfield. That is why Nate Thurman's jersey is retired for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Why Kevin Love couldn't wear the number 42 when he got here out of Minnesota is because Nate Thurman hit the miracle at Richfield. That's why that jersey's retired. It is a questionable Raptors. Okay? It is. There's a championship banner up there, and Nate Thurman's jersey hangs in the same row. And maybe I'm not giving enough respect to Thurman. Maybe, I think Kevin Love has a tough history with Cleveland. Many forget it was a buyout. That's why he left. He did not want to be a part of the team anymore. Playing time, whatever you want to say, he was out. He was done. So if you were saying he was a key piece in his later years, I've seen a lot of people note that he was a mentor. I saw him get in many altercations with many young players when the Cavs weren't winning. So, yes, Darius Garland credits him to being a mentor and a good attitude guy, but that seemed to be recency bias when the Cavs all of a sudden are a playing team, hot, playing really well. So, I think that part of it, we note the contract he signed. I don't think anyone else was offering the contract he signed. $100+ million for 5 years for Kevin Love. I don't think many teams were offering him that. So I don't give him the utmost credit for that. My last point as to why I don't think the Cavaliers should retire his jersey, it will open the floodgates. It will open the floodgates. I don't think Kyrie Irving should have his jersey retired in Cleveland. And if Kevin Love gets his jersey retired, primarily because of the championship stuff, right? Your main two would be championship stuff and longevity. Then it's Tristan Thompson, championship stuff, longevity. Richard Jefferson's a fan favorite. Channing Frye's a fan favorite. Kyrie Irving, come on, a guy that with a terrible, terrible taste in our mouth for the way he left, with the things he caused for the Cavaliers, with the attitude he has had while he was here, when he left, and the years after, will have a good chance of getting his jersey retired because Kevin Love did. That is my personal opinion. I respect Kevin Love, the player. I respect what he did for their championship. I think this opens up floodgates for an unhealthy criteria for what it takes to get your jersey retired in Cleveland. However, I'm not surprised with the jerseys they already have up there. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments. Are you all right with Kevin Love getting his jersey retired? Did he truly earn it? Because he got his jersey retired, who's next? Frye, Thompson, Irving, Mitchell, Garland. I mean, all these guys, have they made enough difference that they're next? Let me know down in the comments and be sure to subscribe to Cavs Digest.